Hey Queen, and shout out to my kings too. Welcome back to Nabila Rain. My name is Salimatou. You can call me Sali, whatever floats your boat. So today I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be sharing some study tips and habits that'll be effective to help you take your online classes, because I know things have changed drastically within the past month and a half. And now for me personally, all of my classes are online. I'm taking 5 classes and it can be really overwhelming. So I just wanted to come on here and give y'all some tips, some things that have helped me. I'm a school counseling intern, so it's kind of my realm of things, and I want to give it to y'all from a psychology perspective of things that'll be helpful for y'all. So stay tuned if you're interested. All right, so we're gonna do 4 tips, right? And then within those tips, there will be many tips. So get ready. The first one is going to be set a routine. Second one is going to be schedule. The third one is going to be some study tips. And then the fourth one is going to be practice mindfulness. So I'm going to have this written out in a post on my website, nabilarain.com, so that it's easier for you to just find what you need rather than having to completely watch the video over again. So you can go over to nabilarain.com. It'll be linked below, and then you'll get everything that you need from this video plus some more tips and resources. So definitely head over there. All right, now so let's get into the first tip. Okay, so the sun is acting really weird because it's kind of gloomy, raining. So yeah, the light changes, and that's why. But let's go ahead and get into it. So the first one is to set a routine. I know now a lot of us have probably moved from our dorm rooms or our off-campus apartments back home with our family. So it can be a little hard to set a new routine around all of this newness. You're not used to taking classes when your mom is right there and then your brother's over there screaming, and it's just a lot happening. So just to get your body back on the schedule that you were on, try to mimic it as much as possible. So for example, if you woke up every day at 6 o'clock to go, I'll just give my example. I woke up every day at 6 o'clock to get ready to go to work, which started at 8 o'clock. So my job still starts at 8 o'clock, but when I got here, I started waking up at 7:30 ish, which is much later than what I was used to. So my body is whoa, what's going on? And then once I try to reset it back to what it was, it kind of got back on track, and things weren't as random, or you're where your body is just really confused. So yeah, try to wake up at the same time every day. If I'm looking down, it's because I have my laptop here and I'm looking at my notes. First thing after you wake up, get dressed. I know that it may seem why am I getting dressed if I'm just gonna be in the house all of this time? That don't make sense. Sally, what's good? Well, psychologically, it's telling your brain that it's time to work, right? If you get up out of your bed, you're not sitting in your bed, because that's my issue. I like to sit in my bed when I'm doing my work or when I'm doing my online class. But I have a desk over here, so starting to get up and sit over at that desk will tell my mind it's time for work, and it's not time for sleep or time to relax. I need to get my stuff done. So psychologically, that tells your brain it's time to do what you gotta do. One thing that I saw on Reddit, a guy says that when it's his break, he takes off his shoes, and then when it's time for him to work, he puts his shoes on. So that's basically telling him it's time to work, and he take them off, then I can relax. So just finding something that works for you specifically will be very helpful. So that's the first thing, right? And then, eat a good breakfast, have something, plan it out the night before so you have something to look forward to, so you can actually get up out of bed and go down and do it. Because if you just have your laptop sitting right next to your bed, and it's okay, it's 8 o'clock, it's time to work, you're just gonna pick it up and then just start working in your bed, because it just makes sense, right? But if you make yourself, say I put my laptop downstairs, that's what I do now, put it downstairs, and I have to literally get up and go downstairs into the living room. So once it's there, I'm just okay, I might as well just make some breakfast. So Yeah, so like set a breakfast time for you, and also like set something that you really want to eat. I wanted some honeycomb that for the past week, and I finally got some, and now I'm hyped. And I wake up to go eat that honeycomb. So yeah, set a time and put on some makeup if you want to, like, you know, make yourself like look like something rather than all crusty and dusty in the house, because that's how I've been looking. I'm basically telling y'all what's been happening for me and then what has been working for me, right? Okay, and then I already said this part, so we'll basically have a workspace. So set a routine. That is the first tip. Comment down below and tell me what routines you had before, and if they stay the same or if they change once you went home, or once things were, even if you were already home but now things are all online. Did things change for you? Comment down below and let me know. All right, the next one I can say is probably one of the most important tips. All of these are important. However, if you do not schedule, you just won't win. That's just it, right? So you need to schedule your classes because things have changed, right? So some classes may be synchronous, which means that it's going to be online, everybody get online at the same time at 1 o'clock. Some classes may be asynchronous, where you just do your work and you pick a time that you want to do it, you do it, pass it in by a certain date. Y'all don't all have to get on Zoom or anything like that. No video chat, no nothing. So you need to figure out which class is which and which date it will be. So like for 2 of my classes, the professor for some reason has decided to do synchronous classes certain weeks and in other weeks non-synchronous classes. So it's just like kind of confusing, and you know, it could really throw you off. So my tip is to write it all down in a calendar and actually like physically write it down here so that you can literally see what it is that, like what the schedule is for your classes, right? So after you go ahead and you write that down, now look at all of the assignments that you need to do, right? So go ahead date by date and see when everything is due. Go ahead, write it down or put it into your computer calendar, your phone calendar, and your notes on your phone, whatever you want, right? Whatever works best for you. And go ahead and write each due date down, right? And then from there, go ahead and take each assignment and split it up into different sections of how you're going to complete it. So like write the different steps, right? Of like, okay, so I'll give you an example. Let me go to my actual plan. Okay, so here's an example. I had to do my, let's see. Okay, so I'll give you an example of my comprehensive exam. So if you saw my last video, then it was like a vlog. You know that like I had my comprehensive exam due, so I needed to schedule out my days. I didn't really talk about it in that video because it was just a vlog, but I'll let y'all know here. So I needed to schedule out my days. I had 4 essays to write, so basically I split up the days. I had maybe a week to do it, a week and some change. So I gave 2 days to each essay, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, and then for the last day I gave it to like looking everything over. So I knew exactly when I was supposed to be done with a certain part of the essay, and then the whole essay as well, and then the whole comprehensive exam. I really hope that makes sense. I don't know if that was too confusing of an example. I guess another example could be discussions, right? I had to write discussions every Wednesday. So I had to write a main post, basically my ideas, and I have to comment on someone else's ideas, right? So I can basically say to myself, okay, so on Wednesday, I'm going to write my own discussion post, and then on Saturday, I'm going to comment on somebody else's. Boom, you know exactly when it's going to be done, and then you get it done just like that. So I think that probably was a better example. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. If y'all don't, comment down below and ask for some clarification, and I'll try to find another way to explain it to y'all. So boom, that is so important, scheduling, because child, I've missed a class because she made it synchronous and then asynchronous, and I didn't realize that that was happening, and I was taking an exam at the same time, so it was just a lot going on. So this brings me into like another point. Like right now, your professors know that things are all over the place, right? Sometimes they don't even know what to do, so they're very understanding at this time. So if you feel like you need more time for something, please advocate for yourself, email and ask. Because if you never ask, then you're just going to be struggling over there. They don't know you're struggling because you never said nothing, right? So ask some more time. That's what I had to do with my exam. And she gave me extra days, and I'm like, alhamdulillah, because I really needed it. So yeah, this wasn't in the list, but that's one thing I want to say. Advocate for yourself, okay? Because they understand that it's, you know, a difficult time now. So yeah. All right, let me take a sip because I've been talking a lot. Who knows Dublini? All of my Malians. I love Dublini. It's so good. Be sure to check back every day. Look at your calendar, the things that you wrote every day, so you know that you're on track, because the days have been flying. Like, it is April 9th. It's April 9th. Like, the days are flying. So make sure that you look at your calendar every day so you know that you're on track. Okay, let's move on. Basically, the main one that I have for y'all is to practice the Pomodoro Method. Many of y'all may have heard of it. You might have forgot exactly what it is, so I'll explain it quickly. The Pomodoro Method is basically when you set out a certain amount of time to study, right? Say you set out 2 hours to study. You would study in 25-minute increments, and then you'll take a very short break, maybe like 3 to 5 minutes. So what I used to do is to do the 25 minutes, but then take 15 minutes. And I would get very distracted, and I wouldn't go back to doing my work because it's just like something else has really caught my attention. So that's what I'm doing now. But when you take the 3 to 5 minute break, basically go get a snack, go use the bathroom if you need to, put some water on your face, whatever you need to do. Maybe have a quick conversation with someone just to tell them something, send a quick text. Nothing that's going to really really catch your attention, like starting to watch a YouTube video or something like that, because we all know that that's a rabbit hole, right? So stay that for after your study time. But basically take very short breaks, 3 to 5 minutes, and then psychologically it'll keep your brain on task, because we do need those little breaks, because if you just study for like 1 hour straight, your brain is just too much, right? So we do need to give our brain a little break, a little time to, you know, energize itself back up, and then go right back into the task that you were doing, and then go for another 20 minutes, or I'm not 20 minutes, go for another 25 minutes. After that is over, take another 3 to 5 minute break, right? Maybe do something else, right? And then go back, do your 25 minutes. So y'all get what I mean? It's just like a cycle of doing that until you're done with your work, or until you reach the time limit that you wanted to reach. So that's the method that I really recommend, because I was doing it the other way with the 15-minute breaks for my exam, and it was not working for me. So I got the tip to go ahead and try the Pomodoro Method, and it helped me significantly. Like, bro, like I'm telling you, it helps so much. But you gotta stick to it. Stick to your 3 to 5 minutes. Really focus on your 25 minutes, and don't be on your phone. Don't do nothing. Like, turn your phone over, put it across the room if you need to. So yes, that really has helped, and I 100% recommend it. I'll go ahead and put a link down below explaining the Pomodoro Method in much more detail if you guys want to check that out. So look in the description box for that. And it says from that article, it says with time, it can even help improve your attention span and your concentration. Lord knows I need that. My attention span is like it's so bad, y'all, and my memory is terrible. So like, this has definitely helped a lot. So next, yeah, I already told y'all, don't be on social media or anything like that. Focus for them 25 minutes. I know y'all can do it. I know social media is very addicting. Like, I would even find myself like reaching for my phone, and I'm like, oh snap, I'm not supposed to do that. Just keep reminding yourself, and then you'll get the hang of it. I want y'all to try this out and let me know how it works for y'all, because it definitely really did work for me. So yes, let's go to the next little part. So another thing that has worked for me is go ahead. How long is this? It's gonna be long, y'all. Hope y'all still sticking around. But okay, so another thing that has worked for me is to go ahead and open up a Google Doc, right? Or you can have a piece of paper next to you. Things are literally always popping in my head. Like, oh yeah, go ahead and, like, I even have it at the top of this, right? So what, okay, let me explain this to y'all first. See, that was a perfect example, y'all. Things are always just popping around and I cannot stay focused. So what I do is open up a Google Doc. Anything that pops into my head, I write it down on the Google Doc. And then after I write it down and I feel like I won't forget it because it's there and I can go back to it and look at it. And it just disappears from my brain because I know that I won't forget. So what I have here, Sephora, Bite Beauty Agave. Basically, I needed to go buy that. Get a snack, child development discussion, buy some shea butter, oil, and essential oils, and buy a water filter. Like, literally, those are all the things that had really popped in my head at the time. So, like, once I wrote it down, it kind of just disappeared from my head. I don't know, like, I've never heard of that before. I kind of just decided to do it and it worked for me. So it gotta be some psychological thing behind that too. So yeah, try that out too. Let me know if that worked for y'all. I don't know, maybe I just figured out a method. But yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our last section. Take another sip of Dominique. Oh, and I have some popcorn. Some boom chicka pop. It's so good. Let me not eat it right now. I'll eat it after when I'm editing. I'm gonna try to get this out for y'all tomorrow, Friday, April the 10th. I'm dating it because I know myself. I gotta date it so that I can, keep track. But okay, so the last tip that I have for y'all is to practice some mindfulness. So I know many of y'all probably have heard of like the different apps like Calm or Headspace that basically guide you on like meditating or just practicing mindfulness and breathing and just relaxing, not having your brain go everywhere, right? So that is basically what mindfulness is. It's just focusing and being in with yourself and paying attention to yourself, your body's needs and things like that, right? Definition on Google says that mindfulness is the quality or state of being conscious or aware of something. So being aware, right? So the thing that I like to do the most to make sure that I'm being aware of like what's happening and I'm like literally living in the moment and not looking towards the future too much is to do the 5 senses rule, or it's called the grounding rule, right? So you take your 5 senses. So first, you can do it with your eyes open or your eyes closed, it's up to you. So if say for instance I'm doing it with my eyes open, so I would think, okay, what do I smell? What do I smell? I kind of smell the popcorn a little bit and vanilla. Yeah, I put lotion on my hands. Okay, so I smell vanilla, right? Okay, what do I taste? I still taste the Dublini a little bit since I just drunk that, right? So I would think I would like slow down a little bit, right, and ponder on it, like, okay, I smell this. I taste this. What do I see? I see my camera right in front of me. I'm sitting here and I'm recording a video. What do I feel? I feel my feet planted on the ground and I feel my bottom planted on my chair, right? That's what I feel. And I feel my scarf is a little bit tight. So that's the mindfulness in that sense, right? What else did I do? What do I hear? I hear my own voice. Usually you would do this quiet, right? So you'll pay attention to your surroundings. So let me be quiet for a second. I hear like a slight sound like a TV is on or something like that, but it's muffled, right? So it's pretty quiet. So that's what I hear. Was that all my five? Were those all of my 5 senses? Let's see. Feel, touch. Well, my bad. Touch, hear, taste, see, smell. Yep. Okay, we just went through all of them. But obviously you wouldn't do it out loud like I did. I just needed to do it out loud so I can give y'all an example of how it actually works. So yeah, that really helps me a lot. It brings me back to the moment and helps me focus a lot. So that is one thing that you can do as well. Oh, and the way that they do it is like well, go ahead. I'll elaborate more in the article. So go ahead and read the article down below. So, because I don't want this video to be too long because it's already hecka long. All right. So, yeah. So those were all of my tips. And then I'll also link down some resources down below. So Columbia Health has like a lot of different resources and explanations of different things on their website. So I'll go ahead and link that down below because I think it's really helpful. If you are a Columbia student, you do have access to all of the services that are there, and their services are pretty great. So I say if you're a Columbia student, please take advantage because it's free. And if you're not a Columbia student, you also can see basically like all of the articles and stuff that they have on there, and they're very helpful. So check that out. I'll link some down below. And I'll link some in the article as well. And then I'll link down the Pomodoro Method as well. And I'll also give y'all some more mindfulness resources. So I hope that this video was helpful and that I actually gave y'all some really tangible information that you can now go and you can apply to your studies and to taking your online classes. They have been really helpful for me, and I really hope that they work for you as well. I want to say thank you so much for watching, and if you made it to the end, thank you so much. So be sure to subscribe down below, hit that thumbs up, also hit the notification bell when you subscribe, and you'll be notified whenever I post new videos. So yeah, I guess I'll see y'all next time. Comment down below what other videos you would like for me to record, and I got y'all, because apparently I got free time now. All right, y'all, bye.